just recorded the whole video without sound because I didn't test it before. So here we go again. Topics are online course and status, that I'm in a relationship now with this one, the living situation, there's some news there, and then some stuff about health and blood sugar and those kind of things. So the course is almost done. I'm really excited about it. I think I'm like 80% maybe. I have all the theory recorded and edited, and most of the videos already uploaded. So here in the next 2 weeks, I hope I can finish all the rest, and then I'm gonna launch it in a beta launch, get 10 to 20 people together who will get a huge discount in exchange for like some feedback. And yeah, they will also get like more support, one-on-one mentoring throughout the whole thing, so I can really see how people are using the course and what can I improve. So that's that. If you want to check it out, go on creationmovies.com. You can sign up there and get notified if you want to be one of the first ones and grab that huge discount. I think the course will cost around 470 or something like that. So with a discount, I'm thinking about 170, maybe 150, something around that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we are officially in a relationship now, and it feels really good. It's also something that a few months ago I wouldn't have expected. It means that the plans for the future have shifted a little bit, right? Like now, of course, we make plans together, and like how do we want to live and all of that. I lose a little bit of my flexibility that I had as a single person without any, apartment or anything like that. So one of the things is she is from the US, moved to Portugal, and has to be in Portugal for the next 3 years, around 9.5 months per year, in order to get her permit, residency permit. So it means we can't really travel around the world and just look for a nice spot where we want to live long term. So we were thinking, okay, what can we do? Because her apartment is in Lisbon, and yeah, we decided that it makes the most sense to not keep that apartment for multiple reasons. One of the reasons being that I don't really want to live in the city. So 2 options that came up are 2 islands, 2 Portuguese islands. One is Madeira and the other ones are Azores Islands. Yeah, I think both of them could be really interesting. Azores is a little bit more far away and not so popular, so smaller community there of people. But I think that the climate and nature is super beautiful. Madeira has a bigger community, especially digital nomads as well. So we actually booked a digital nomad retreat called Nomad Island Fest, I think, for the beginning of December. And I'm really excited about that. It's going to be a super cool event in a cool location with like speakers and all of that stuff, but also to meet the community there, to see what kind of people hang out in Madeira, to explore the island a little bit. And then maybe after that we would go to the Azores for a week or so, and then we go to Germany so she can meet my family, and yeah, I can see everyone, see my friends. Gonna be there for a few weeks. So that's that. Also, we have just spent 1 month together in a small Airbnb right at the beach, 1.5 hours south of Florianopolis, where we are right now. And it was amazing. It was like really cool. Sometimes we had like some arguments or like some stuff came up to work through, which is also a very important process, right? As we get to know each other. We only know each other for a couple of months, but we have spent so much time already together. Like, yeah, literally weeks and weeks of just day and night being together, which is, yeah, I think that never happened before when I started, seeing someone. Yeah. Okay. other topics. I think I did mention it at the beginning, but dreaming, lucid dreaming, we were both like paying attention to what we dream and writing down our dreams in the morning, which is really cool. Sometimes I'm a little bit too lazy to write it down, but pretty consistent. And I had one lucid dream almost a month ago, and that was really cool, really cool. It was not super long, but yeah, to really realize that I'm dreaming and then being able to fly around, and like that was just super cool and a motivation to stay on that path. What we both need to do better if we really want to practice lucid dreaming is to do reality checks throughout the day and make that a habit so that we automatically also do it when we sleep and then realize that we're dreaming. Yes, cool. Then, okay, let me talk about that quickly. Maybe I've talked about that in the last video, I'm not sure, but I have this kind of like a trick even. Reading books is incredibly important and helpful, right? Because we can learn so much from books. And I read mostly non-fiction books where I learn stuff. But sometimes it's just like a lot and I want to have something entertaining. And if I then don't have an entertaining book, I will watch stuff, series, I don't know, just watch stuff, which is not as good for my fantasy language. Yeah, you can get easier sucked in and then watch series until late in the night and be like blue light, in your face instead of reading a book. So I continued reading this fantasy series, and now I'm in the last book at like 90%, almost done, super epic, really enjoyed it. But it has also had quite a big impact on our relationship because I would wake up, read. I would, before sleep, read. And yeah, that was quite a difference from when we were hanging out before and I didn't read a book where I'm like so obsessed about it because it's just a super cool book. It's the Throne of Glass series, in case you're wondering, in case if you're in like shit like Lord of the Rings, for example, it's similar to that. Yeah, I love it, super cool. So almost done with that, and then I will read a book called, I think it's called The Launch Formula, about how to effectively launch an online course, because the course is almost done, but like the whole marketing, not too much is happening there. So I want to kind of have a blueprint on how to do that effectively. Yes, cool. I think that's, oh yeah, health. I had some stomach issues right when we came to the south of Brazil, because we went to this, I don't know if I shared that in the last one, we went to this Brazilian steakhouse thing where it's like a all you can eat buffet, amazing buffet, and then I walk around with different meat steak stuff and just put it on your plate whenever you want. And after that my stomach was like really upset for a few days. It was really bad, like I couldn't sleep at night, it was super painful, I had to run to the toilet the whole time, it was really bad. So then I went on the low FODMAP diet, which has helped so much. If you have any problems with like your guts, digestion, I recommend look up low FODMAP and just try that for a week or so. You can still eat so much, I got like, you can't eat onion and garlic, which was kind of the biggest thing to leave out, but you can still eat so much, and that has helped a lot. I feel like my gut has healed a little bit. Not completely, definitely not, but I'm doing really good if I stick to that kind of food. I haven't been 100% strict, but mostly. And when we are back in Lisbon, all of the supplements that I ordered that I wanted to have here in Brazil, but then they didn't come in time, are there. So I'm gonna be taking those supplements for a month or 6 weeks, and then at the same time be very strict about what I eat, so that nothing irritates my guts and my gut biome can really heal and hopefully gets more diverse and leaky gut gets healed. yeah, so if you're interested in learning more about that, feel free to hit me up. And this might be super relevant for you as well. You know, I don't have like crazy symptoms, and I started doing that before I had that, whatever that was, a month ago. Because most people have leaky guts. Most people have like not an amazing gut biome, right? It's not super healthy, which is logical because most of us eat a lot of carbohydrates, flour, bread all the time, pasta a lot, pizza, burgers, all of that stuff, and then some people even with like sugar and sweets and sweeteners. Yeah, a lot of like sunflower oil. If you eat any form of chips or yeah, all of the stuff fries, it's all fried in like the worst oil that is really inflammatory. So yeah, there are things we can do to optimize our health and our gut health. And yeah, I'm quite passionate about that at the moment. Also, you can see that somewhere here, I was wearing another blood glucose monitor for the last 2 weeks, basically. And I haven't evaluated the data yet, but I'm quite excited. And yeah, it's just so cool to get real life feedback on your app on how your blood sugar changes based on what you eat and exercise you do and all of those things. So yeah, it would be really cool to wear one of them just continuously. It's like 70 euros minimum for 2 weeks. Yeah, and the way that I did it was through a company who's usually selling those sensors for diabetics. But there are companies like Levels. Levels seems to be such an amazing company. Their newsletter is so value packed. I really love to read it. And I'm not sure if they deliver worldwide their own sensors, but yeah, this is gonna get really big. If you're into health and fitness and longevity and all of that, then blood glucose levels and keeping them steady and not having like, yeah, developing insulin resistance or diabetes, that's gonna be a big thing. Oh yeah, and what I loved about this whole process, you know, of like having this emergency situation with my gut is it really helped me to become more aware of what I'm eating, you know, because I was like, okay, I need to change things. Now I know a lot more what foods have high FODMAPs, what have low, how my body reacts to certain foods, and that is super valuable. You know, it's in the past I was hungry, I ate something, whatever I wanted, and that was all I knew about food. But what we eat is so essential for our health, longevity, and even like mental well-being. So to develop more awareness around that is like really amazing. And like, you know, it's so often only if something goes wrong you start looking at it in, you know, a more focused way. And that's kind of what happened with me, and I'm really grateful. It's such a blessing, even though it, you know, it also sucked in a way. But yes, okay, I hope everything worked now with the sound and all of it, because I don't want to record it a third time. Yeah, we're gonna be here for 2 weeks in this beautiful area that's way more alive. We're also like 2 minutes from the beach, not directly first row on the beach, but very close. And we have some amazing restaurants and cafe around us. So this is cool to be just a little bit more in society again. And then after 2 weeks, we fly back to Lisbon, and her 3 best friends come from the US, and we're gonna be all together in her apartment for a week. And I think it's gonna be quite wild and interesting. Yeah, and then last month probably in her apartment, then Madeira, then maybe Azores, and then Germany for a few weeks, and then New Year, and let's see what happens. And hopefully at that time, you know, the online course is going well, and I do this besides, of course, the coaching, which is also going well. It's a little bit more just less of my time invested in that. I have my ongoing clients, which is really great, but I'm not actively looking for people to sign up new clients. That being said, if you want to change your life and you feel like right now would be a good time to, you know, get started or learn more about it, then of course hit me up, and I'm super happy to talk with you about it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, if anything else, also feel free to hit me up. Check my Instagram to send me a message there if you want to. And I think that's it for now. We're gonna go out now, get some food, and work a little bit in some cafe. Thanks for following along. See you here again latest next month. Peace.